It was raining. Obviously you can see he has no ears, so rain got in his ears, and when we got him in the car, I was getting teared up. He was like brushing his head on the floor. It was just a very emotional pickup.
The Category 4 hurricane is the strongest to hit the U.S. in 13 years, making landfall twice.
There is a growing crisis involving dogs there. The city already had a massive stray dog problem, and thousands of them now are facing euthanization as staff try to make room for the pets that had to be abandoned by their owners.
You know, when all of the Hurricane Harvey stuff, when you know everybody's sitting there watching it on TV, I remember sitting on the couch and just watching the devastation happen. It was just killing me on the inside. All I could think of was, how do we just sit here on the couch and do nothing? When there's all these dogs that are displaced, all these families that need help with their animals. The Agape team said, heck yeah, let's drop everything and go, and took off. There was just no way we couldn't sit back and do nothing. It was pretty overwhelming at first because of the situation with the kennels. They had to put 4 dogs in a kennel together. So what we know about the dog that we later named Evander Holyfield is he just seemed to be a really happy dog, and they were going to put him back in the crate, and I just remember him like putting on the brakes, like, please don't, just please. There's no telling how many hours he had been in the crate. He just got those few minutes out. So we all looked at each other and we were just like, yeah, well, you're just gonna come with us because there's no way we're gonna let you get back in that crate. But one thing that was unique about him was that his ears were cut off.
And traditionally, the reason people clip dogs' ears is for dog fighting. It's the most sensitive part of the dog, so if they nib it down, it makes it a better fighter.
If you remember, Evander Holyfield, the ear bite was bitten off in a fight. We had to give him some sort of name that would make a positive spin on his ears. So when we were making the decision to just jump in the car and head to Texas, we did not really have a plan on how we were going to fund this operation because that was something that was outside of our budget. They told us about a shelter that is apparently in huge need. We still have more room for more dogs, so we are going to head that way. Normally it costs around $350 per dog to get them ready to be adopted. These dogs we knew would be a little bit more expensive, but because they were so sick and they had to be quarantined, it was over $1,000 a dog that it was going to cost to do this whole operation, and Evolve Pet Food jumped in to support our operations financially.
We've fostered over a dozen dogs, and we are a failed foster parent with Van. We couldn't let him go out for adoption, so we were keeping him. He's got a spot in my heart. Because I love him. I love him. You can be a lover or a fighter. He's a lover now. He'll never be a fighting dog.